Nisha, and welcome to my channel. Those of you who already know me uh, know that I'm a new mother, and those of you who don't know me, let me just introduce myself. I'm a new mother to a super adorable 9-month-old daughter, struggling and exploring motherhood every day. Now, I really wanted to talk about something, a topic that's not really talked about much, and there's not much of information about it. And I just thought that, let me just provide some sort of information or just educate new moms or moms to be about this topic, and it's called postpartum. When I was expecting my daughter, I think I was like, my pregnancy was fine, quite smooth, happy. My delivery was smooth. I had a normal delivery, and it was, I mean, I was kind of prepared for it, and it just went on fine. But nobody, like literally nobody in this world prepared me for postpartum. Even breastfeeding was something very new to me. I mean, I wasn't expecting the kind of pain and the kind of struggle I would have with breastfeeding, but because I did not breastfeed for a very long time, so it was kind of fine. But when it comes to postpartum, I think there are a few things that we all must, like new moms and moms to be, should be aware of and should be mentally and emotionally prepared for, because I wasn't. And for some reason, all our aunts and our mothers and our sisters and our friends, they all prepare us for a good healthy delivery, they all prepare us for a good healthy pregnancy. But I don't know, unfortunately, nobody prepares a woman for postpartum. And because, once a child is born, the journey genuinely, it's basically that's when the journey begins. Before that was like your honeymoon period, it was all about you. Now there's a small baby, there's a small creature who just came out of your body, and you are responsible for taking care of this little one. So when my daughter was born, I think the moment she was born, I had like, I was obviously, I was happy when I held her. I was like, okay, this is what was inside my belly for like last 9 months. I was happy about it. But very soon that happiness or that sort of feeling that went away, and I think my body went through a you know a rush of hormones. I had, like, my hormones completely changed. Like during pregnancy, I was very happy throughout my pregnancy. All of a sudden, I started feeling sad. I don't know, it was terrible. That feeling was terrible. There was no motherly instinct, and I started feeling that, there's something wrong with me. I'm not being a good mom. I didn't feel attached to my baby. When the baby was born, when she was out, I it was like, let's just give my baby to someone, to my husband, to my parents, to the hospital staff. I don't care. I just need my time now. It was almost like that. Gradually, like when I went back home, I was like, maybe it's just that I'm recovering, I'm healing, my body is healing, and maybe that's why I just need some rest. So I should be fine in a few days. But unfortunately, even when my body healed completely, I wasn't really happy with the baby. So there were days when I didn't feel like holding my baby. I just went on crying the whole day. And I when I came back home, I hugged my mom. I was like, I don't want this. I just take away my baby. I don't know what has just happened. I don't know what's going on. So that feeling was very um, there's so much of guilt involved, because you feel that you're responsible for your baby, yet you're not feeling attached to your baby. You feel that everyone's gonna judge you for not being there as a mom for your baby. And um, and you feel nobody's going to understand. I think for me, the only person who understood this was my husband, and then to some extent my mom as well understood. But other than that, it wasn't that good. So, and I remember, like, even if I would feed her, I would constantly cry. When I'm pumping, I'm constantly crying. And I was almost at the verge of getting into postpartum depression, but I think I was strong enough emotionally, and my husband was supporting me, and he said that you can't be a loser, you can't fall into this trap, you have to come out of it. And I think that really helped. I remember going to, my the breastfeeding consultant and lactation consultant and everyone. And the moment I went there and they said, "How are you?" and I started crying. I would go to my OB for my checkup. Like I went to her after 2 months, and I again ended up crying. And she said, everyone, like surprisingly, the hospital staff, the nurses, and everyone else, they understood. They were like, you know what? It's you're not the only one. Everyone cries. It's okay. It's normal. You'll come out of it. You've just given birth. So I think those were the only people who were supportive. My advice to every new mom would be to be mentally and emotionally prepared for this struggle. You will have days when you will not like your baby. Till now you'd been living for yourself. It was all about you, the way you dress up, the way you get ready. Everything was just about you. What do you like to eat? The time was all yours, and all of a sudden you have to divide your life into two parts. So there's this one part where you're taking care of yourself, but at the same time there's this another part of your life in which you have to take care of this little baby, because nobody else will. So your duties are going to increase. Physically, you're going to change diapers, you're going to observe, and the your baby's poop, the pee, and a lot of other things. You'll go through all of this. You have to have the ability to bear the smell of your baby's poop. It's not that it comes from day one, that, oh, that's my baby, even if the baby poops, I'm gonna smell it, it's fine. It doesn't come in a day. It takes time. Now I'm kind of comfortable that, okay, yeah, my baby has pooped, I know, and I need to clean it. The first poop that she had, I think I just ran away. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I just gave birth. I cannot do this. And my husband was very supportive. He basically cleaned the first poop, but she was naughty enough, and the entire poop was basically over my clothes, and I ended up crying again. So yeah, so I'll tell you a list of things that you should be prepared for physically, like with your body. You have to be prepared for the kind of pain your lower body will go through. You're going to have, I mean, if you're having a normal delivery, 90% of the time you're going to have some stitches down there, and you will have pain. You will have pain while peeing. You will have pain. The first poop after delivery is going to be terrible. I didn't poop for 3 days, 3 or 4 days. I just could not. It required a lot of courage to push. So I didn't want to do that. I was so scared of the stitches down there. It's going to pain every time. You won't be able to walk properly for the first few days. And if you have a C-sec, I didn't have a C-sec, so I can't really say, but I know that you have to take extra care of your body in that case. My thighs and my inner thighs used to pain a lot for a very long time because of all the stress that my body went through while pushing. And apart from that, all of this, like apart from what your body is going through, you are breastfeeding, your body is constantly producing hormones to produce milk. Your breasts are going to pain because there's going to be milk accumulated inside. You will have to feed every 2 hours, and you'll have to make sure that the milk basically comes out of the breast, because then it's going to pain. And there was a time I remember one of my breasts had become like rock hard. So that's because I did not feed for a long time. So those are the things that your body is going to go through. The first time when you feed your baby, that the first feed that for the first time when the feed comes out, when the milk comes out, it's going to be painful, and it won't come out naturally. You have to press and push. You'll have to express the milk. It is not that easy. And with your baby, the baby is so new into this world. The baby is going through you're not going to get your sleep, so because the baby is going to get up after every 2 hours for the feed, and you will have to feed your baby. There's no other way out. unless you have some, your baby's on bottle feed, like, formula feed, and there's someone who's feeding your baby. So the baby does need skin to skin. Your body needs skin to skin with your baby because it heals your body as well. That's what I observed. And um, with I mean, you have to give yourself time emotionally and mentally, because your body has just gone through so much of tension, so much of stress. You have given birth to a new baby in this world. You have brought a new life into this world. You will have to have patience. There are going to be people who will judge you. There are going to be people who will tell you that you're not doing it right, you're not being a good mom, you have to feed your baby, you will have to wake up at night to feed your baby and to be there and to soothe your baby, to calm your baby down. It's fine. Do what your instinct says. If you don't want to breastfeed, don't breastfeed. Your mental health, your emotional health is the most important thing in this world. Be sure of that. But thankfully, I did have like some friends whom I could reach out to, and I did speak to them, and I told them that, you know what, I'm going through this, and I was constantly telling them that, there's something wrong with me. I don't feel attached to my baby. I keep crying, and all of those things, and they really helped me. They told me that they have gone through the same, and it's fine, it's okay, we all go through this. It's just that nobody tells you this, and nobody, I don't know why, for some reason people don't really share these emotions with other moms, and I think it's really important that we talk about it. We make other moms aware, moms to be to make them aware that this is what your body and your mind and your emotions are going to go through. Just be prepared for it. Other than that, I think it just takes some time, uh, and you just start loving your baby and you get used to this life. It's a big change. It is a very, 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 very big change, because till now the life was just about you, and it's going to be about someone else now. All of a sudden you're going to be taking care of another baby, and it is exciting at the same time. Every day is a new challenge. It is a challenge, trust me. You will never be the perfect mom, you will never be the good mom, but you'll be the best mom for your child, and that's what matters. There are people who are going to judge you 24/7. There are, I mean, your parents are going to judge you, your friends are going to judge you, everyone's going to judge you for the way you are bringing up your child. But what's important is, if you are happy doing what you are doing for your child, if your child is happy being with you, and if all of that falls in place, I think there's nothing to worry. You will get used to it. Till then, goodbye. Take care. If you're expecting a new baby, take care of yourself. Eat healthy, eat good, stay happy. If you are a mom, stay calm. You'll sail through. Trust me. And if you are trying to be a mom, and if you are trying to conceive, I'm giving you all my good wishes, all my happy good wishes, that you may conceive very, 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 very soon. Bye.